Hey, what's going on, guys? It is December 6th. It's Saturday. I'm going to do a day in the life video showing you just some workouts, what I'm eating, what I'm doing. I think we're heading to Austin today. And I'm about to show you how much I weigh. I haven't weighed myself since the powerlifting meet about 2 weeks ago. So I was about a 198 then. So we'll see what I weigh now. And then yesterday I did an interview with Bryce Lewis, who is, like a nationally recognized powerlifter. Really good interview. And in my workout, I practiced some things that we talked about. So if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you do. It's really good. And then I'll show you the workout I just did, going over some things, and then we'll get into the day. So enjoy it, guys. All right, guys, keep in mind, this camera I have in my hand weighs about 2 pounds. So we'll just take that in consideration when I weigh myself. All right, so 212.4. So really I'm like 210 right now. I've gained about 10 pounds since the meet. So there we go. Alright, so to kick off my day in the life video, I want to show you something that Bryce Lewis talked to me about, and I incorporated into this workout, and I had an absolutely amazing workout. One thing we noticed was my knees come past my feet a little too far, and he recommended me trying this, and it worked out really well. What you do is you just get like 2 or 3 inches away from the wall, or as close as possible. Do a squat, and you want to make sure that your knees don't hit the wall, focusing on keeping your back straight, your butt down. And it worked really well for me. And another thing he recommended I try doing is, instead of doing my stretching and mobility work directly before my workout, do it on my off days and post-workout. So before this workout today, I did some light stretching, some light stuff for my hamstrings, my hip flexors, and my groin. Nothing really major. And then the exercise I just showed you prior, I did that, some body squats, and then I warmed up with 135 and 225 for a few sets. No extensive, mobility stuff or a lot of stretching, and it was one of the best leg workouts I've ever had. And what he said is, if you do a lot of mobility and stretching prior to your workout, it'll actually take away from your strength. And I felt super strong during this workout. I only showed you a few clips here because I didn't want this whole video dedicated to my workout. But I worked up to 405, and I did 405 for 1 rep and 3 sets of that, and I felt really good. I hit a few angles with the camera so you guys can see what I'm working on. But I want to work on my bar path, and you can see here my bar stays pretty straight. Before working on keeping my knees kind of straight, and from this angle it looks like my knees are shooting out pretty far, but it's actually an improvement from what they were prior. And you can see the bar path is pretty straight. I have this camera set up so it's directly, to the side of me. So some people, what they'll do is they'll take like a line down the video, or just hold like a pencil up against the clip so they can see their bar path. And that worked really well for me. Now here's the last angle I'm going to show you guys in the last clip of this workout. I worked up to 405 like I said, but here's 365. I got it for 4 reps here. I felt pretty good. I wanted to work on strength on this workout, and Bryce Lewis is actually going to be sending me a workout plan that I'm going to start incorporating, which is strength training based, but it can also work for a bodybuilder. So you guys will be seeing a lot of that. All right, guys. So I'm planning on going out to eat tonight for dinner. So what I like to do in my fitness pal to kind of account for that is I already had my breakfast, and then just kind of hit my numbers. I don't really care about hitting numbers today because we're going out to eat, and I'm just going to enjoy myself, but kind of to stay within my range, what I'll do is I'll pre-plan my last meal. So for example, my last meal is going to be just oatmeal, 2 scoops of protein, some PB2, and some almond milk. And that helps me hit my protein goals and my fiber goals, and then it lets me have more carbs for dinner than I would if I was having a larger meal at night. And then, so I'm planning my second meal right now. And for my second meal, I'm trying to get a lot of protein, because usually when you go out to eat, you don't get a lot of protein depending on where you go. And I'm trying to hit some fiber goals as well too, because I don't think, when I go out to eat, I'm going to be hitting something that has a lot of fiber. Like, unless I get a sweet potato or like a whole wheat pasta, but generally it's going to be like breads, stuff like that's fried, like breadcrumbs and stuff. I mean, if you want to try to eat healthier, you could, but I just want to enjoy myself tonight. We're going to Austin. I'm going to try to have something that's really good because they're known for good food. So what I did for my third meal, which I didn't account for yet, I saved about 50 grams of fat, 100 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of protein. So that kind of helps me get in a range that I want to, because I want to save a lot of fat for that meal, because typically when you go out to eat, they're going to have a lot of added oils, dressing, stuff like that. It's cooked in butter, sauces, and you can recommend it not to have that kind of stuff, but to tell you the truth, I don't really care tonight, and I'm just going to save some macros for that meal. So I hope that kind of helps for you, and that's how I kind of pre-planned for going out to eat. Alright guys, this is what I'm having for lunch. 3 servings of Cheerios with a cup of almond milk, diet A&W root beer, and then a chicken sandwich. It's 8 ounces of chicken on whole wheat bread, and then I have like a urban garlic spread on there, and then 126 grams of banana. So this helps me hit my carb goals, and there's about 12 grams of fiber in this whole meal. Alright guys, we are heading to Austin. So it's about an hour and 15 minutes away. We're going to go to the dog park and the lake and then grab some dinner. Alright guys, just got to Austin, so we're at Lady Bird Lake. We're just going to walk around for a little bit and then grab some food. Leroy, hey, good boy. Good boy, buddy. So one thing I really like about Austin is like everyone's really fit. Everyone's outside all the time. Everyone has their dogs outside. It's really, really nice. All right, so for dinner we went to Valentina Tex Mex Barbecue. It was like a food truck in Austin, Texas, downtown on 6th Street, and they had 105 reviews, and they have a 4.5 out of 5. But we spent $19 on 2 sandwiches. So here's my sandwich. It's sliced brisket. Leroy, get out of there. Sliced brisket with some stuff on it. And for sides, I got potatoes. This is the size of potatoes I got, which is pretty weak. But we'll see how it is. I don't think it's really worth the price for the amount of food you get, though. Alright guys, even though the price wasn't that great and you don't get a lot of food, it's probably like one of the best sandwiches I ever had. So it's like slow roasted brisket, smoked with like some coleslaw and some sauce on it. It's really, really good. Alright guys, so we just got to our hotel. We're staying in a Holiday Inn for the night because my girlfriend's flying back to Pennsylvania tomorrow, and it's about an hour-and-a-half trip from my place to the airport, so we figured we just stay overnight. Picked up some chips and salsa on the way here, and then I'm going to show you what I'm having for my last meal. Alright, so here we got just some chips and salsa from a local Mexican restaurant. And then here I packed before we left. It's oats, PB2, protein, and water. And it's something really convenient you can do if you're on the road for a little bit or you're going somewhere. Just throw some dry oats, protein powder, PB2, whatever you want. And then when you get to the place, just mix up some water in there, and it's good to go. Leroy, sit. Leroy, sit. Good, sit, sit. You gonna see another chip? Leroy, sit. Sit, Leroy. Sit. Sit. Good sit. Good sit. Good sit. No.